Alright, what's up guys? It's Mitch or DD from Hunters for Hire, and this was requested by a ton of people after our last video, so we were able to beat Extreme or Tempered Behemoth in less than 10 minutes, and we could probably get our time down to around 8 minutes or maybe even faster right now with our current strategy. But that 9 minutes, I don't want to try for more Tempered Behemoth. He's a pain. He's a quest that once you beat once, you really don't want to do it again unless you're helping friends out. So what I'm going to show you guys in this video is my set and kind of talk about the strategies behind if you're going to use Clust. So the cluster set we use, we all use the Dark Devourer, and here's the abilities I had on the set. So those are the armor pieces, and those are your abilities. So you need Xeno'jiiva on the set. I just use 3 Xeno'jiiva pieces. You only need 2, and you can opt or change the set around however much you want. Your main skills you want to focus on are peak performance, attack boost, and agitator. But you can make these sets so different in a ton of different ways, and they work just fine. But the biggest thing I want to stress right now, we tried this. A lot of people are starting to make heavy bowgun sets, and their first hunt they're doing is against Behemoth. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You're hurting everyone. You need to go and practice with it. Behemoth is out for 2 weeks. Extreme Behemoth is. So you have 2 weeks to learn the weapon and then go in and beat it. Because if you're going in now without practicing with heavy bowgun, you're not gonna beat it. And you're just gonna hold your group back. So you need a few things you need to be able to do. I'm gonna show right now. I'm gonna cut to part in the hunt. So when you first run in with Dark Devourer, you're gonna launch all of your cluster 3s. And then whenever you're done with your cluster 3s, you're gonna swap to your 2s, and you're gonna launch your 2s. And then you're going to go back to your 3s. You don't reload your 2s, and you wait to reload your 3s until you've launched all that you can. So once you launch all that you can, then you're going to start the reload on number 3, and then combine while you're reloading. So if you don't combine while you're reloading, you're only going to reload 1 instead of 2. Or if you don't get the combine in before, at some point before you reload. So you always want to at least combine in the reloading animation, or somehow get it before if you can. But it's easiest just to wait till you're reloading. So the biggest thing is you just utilize all the time you can. So you don't want to reload and waste the time combining and only get 1 reload in. You want to make sure that you get as much damage out as fast as possible with using a heavy bowgun. Also, you only want to use clust and statuses. You don't want to shoot any other ammo unless you're going to use sticky ammo to try for a KO. But if you're going to do that, I would suggest using this other set that I will explain after. It's the Zora Magdaros heavy bowgun, and it's very good for a lot of other reasons. But you don't. I would have most people focus on Dark Devourer and maybe have one person with the Zora Magdaros heavy bowgun in your group. And one thing with that, if you guys would like to join the Discord, we're trying to get people in the Discord to work together to beat the quest, so that way you guys could talk to each other, assign roles, get in a PlayStation chat if you want, or use the Discord chat. And then that way you have a team going in, because this is not a quest you want to do with random people. If you're not talking and communicating and just going into a lobby where you don't know what people are using, don't have a set strategy, it's not going to work. So your best bet is to find a group of people, and if you need help doing that, that's what the Discord is for, and a link to that's going to be down in the description if you want to join it. We've had like 50 people join in the last day, so there are a lot of people that are, or I think more than that, but there are a lot of people right now that need help and are going to want other people who are capable of doing this. But the biggest thing I want to stress again is don't just make this set and hop in if you've never used heavy bowgun, because you're going to bring them down big time. The Zora Magdaros set, we're going to look at that right now. I actually need to open that picture real quick. So the Zora Magdaros set right here is going to have, here's just one example. Like I said, you can change these sets up a ton, and honestly, it doesn't matter that much as long as you have peak performance 3 and just are focusing on attack. So one big thing you want to do with these sets is, if you can, add health boost. Like for, actually, back to the Dark Devourer set, I didn't show my decorations. Let me show my decorations for that before we really get too much into the Zora Magdaros. Here are the decorations. So flawless jewels. If you don't have those, you can use challenger jewels. If you don't have those, I mean, you can use anything for this. It's just you want to try for as much attack as possible, and you want to try for, if you, like, I have 3 attack jewels. A lot of people don't have that, but I'm sure you have vitality jewels. The most important part of this quest is staying alive. Like, yes, you want to do as much damage fast as possible, because The more damage you do faster, the more trips you get, the more downtime the monster has for you to increase your damage output and less time for him to attack. So the faster you're cranking out damage, the overall better for everyone, because the more damage you're putting out, the more you're helping. So one example is, yes, like the Dark Devourer has Wyvern Fire, or it has the Wyvern ammo, and it's the one shot, does about 400-ish damage. You don't want to use that. Don't waste your time using that. Just focus on cluster bombing, because whenever you do that Wyvern snipe, it takes forever to shoot for one, and then you get the recoil from it, and then you have to, like, if you want to reload it, it has a slow reload, and the damage isn't that high. So in the time you could shoot one Wyvern Fire, you could fire multiple cluster bombs. So try to focus on only cluster bombing. And with cluster bombing, with the Xeno Jiva ability, your damage output is so much more. So please focus on that. Don't try not to Wyvern Fire. And I mean, you can do the quest however you want to. You don't have to do it with heavy bowguns. If you join the Discord, there are a lot of people just doing it with their normal weapons as well. So if you just want to get help with it and have the set person that's a tank, one person using heals, if you want to beat it like that, it's very doable. It's just really hard. This is just a way to cheese it and just get it done and out of the way, because like I said, once you beat it once, there's no reason to do it again. You only have to beat it once for the armor and the title. So you get the layered armor, the title, you're done. It's not a quest to farm because it's so hard. You're going to fail consistently and waste a lot of materials. So I would just suggest, like, if you need to beat it, learn heavy bowgun, get a group, and you're good. But these are the decorations for the set. Now let's go back over to the Magdaros set. So with the Magdaros set, for this setup, this is from Sesh from our Discord. He's one of our moderators. He focused on KO up because the Zora can use way more sticky ammo and can get a KO very easily. And then he has sleep on this setup to make sleep faster, and he has 3 vitalities just to stay alive. So that's really, really good to have. One thing you can do as well, though, is max out your paralysis attack, and you're gonna get that from, he has his immobilized charm on. So with the immobilized charm, he's able to max out his paralysis and his sleep. So overall, that's just a really good set, just to use for the whole quest if you need to. But one thing you can do as well is instead put an attack charm in. Say you have 3 sleep jewels and 3 parajewels. Put an attack charm in, you're going to get some extra damage out to help the team. And then you just swap out your whichever, make 2 sets of the Zora Magdaros registered, and then switch to the sleep set when you know you're going to sleep in that area. Switch to the paralysis set when you know you're going to paralyze in that area. And then if you want to make a 3rd set that is this, that has both, and then just swap out as you're going through the quest. And with being able to save armor sets and quick switch to them, it's a really good option. But that's basically all I have for the video. Like I said, there's 2 weeks to do this. Don't just make one of these sets and run in. I see so many people doing it. Learn the gun first. Go hunt some. You can try soloing some just arena quest monsters and stuff like that. Get used to combining the little strategy I showed before. That's just normal heavy bowgun use. For cluster bombing, just learn to do that this efficiently and effectively, and once you do that, you're going to be fine. You can go into the quest, you won't hold anyone back, you're going to be outputting maximum damage, and then the quest is going to be so much easier for you. So don't feel like you need to rush this. That's the last thing I got to say. If you want to join the Discord to find more people to hunt with, feel free to do that, and the link will be down in the description. And also, if you would like to see our strategy or our run against the Behemoth, that we beat in under 10 minutes, then you can, that link will be down in the description next to the Discord link. So all that's there. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new or if this video helped you at all and you're willing to subscribe, that'd be great. And if you could leave a like on the video as well, that would help a ton. But that's all I got. It's been Mitchell or Deity, and I will see you guys later. Peace.